Well, folks, as uh, as most or many people know, Brad Cox scratched four horses from Remington Park's stakes races this past weekend, and it was an odd thing. Um, then I heard that they were entered into another race um, later, and the word came out today that these horses were given a double dose of bute, which is phenylbutazone, um, and I just have a feeling that we've touched on a problem that is related to the breakdowns of these horses. Now, I'm not a veterinarian, um, and I'm certainly not an expert on horse problems, but I can read, and let me read this to you. Phenylbutazone is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, NSAID, used to treat pain and inflammation associated with fractures, arthritis, and painful injuries to the limbs and joints. Phenylbutazone requires a prescription from a veterinarian. It is available by the tablet, in an injectable solution, or as an oral paste. The injectable solution must be kept in a refrigerator at all times to ensure proper temperature. Um, and then the injectable solution requires overnight shipping at an additional cost. And the key benefits are relieves pain and inflammation, particularly good for osteoarthritis, and it reduces fever. And how it works is it's a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, which through its anti-inflammatory action can relieve pain, reduce inflammation, and reduce fever. Indications for relief of inflammatory conditions associated with the mus- musculoskeletal system in horses. Um, okay, I'm going to cut through the chase. I don't know what drug Baffert was accused of abusing in his horses to get him suspended um, from the Kentucky Derby and, and other places. Like I say, I just didn't really follow all that, but I believe Butte was may have been the drug involved, but the overall the overall picture is that as a fan and as an owner and anybody involved in the racing industry um, knows there's too many breakdowns happening. And if these horses are being treated in an effort to get them back on the track when natural healing time is reduced by artificial means, um, I mean, it just seems to me that this is one of the reasons that we're having horses break down. Um, so I think everybody involved in in the in the horse racing industry looks at this from a different angle. And I mean, I'm sure the trainers and the veterinarians for these horses have modified their treatment as time goes on, and different restrictions are placed on the use of these drugs. But like I say, this particular bute drug is to treat pain and inflammation associated with fractures, arthritis, and painful injuries to the limbs and joints. Well, right there it tells you that these horses either have this injury or it's being used to prevent it. But either way, it's masking a real problem in these horses, and it doesn't really take a lot of imagination to realize that these horses are pushing themselves beyond their limits and breaking down. So I don't know what's going to happen with this. Like I say, I'm just a spectator. I'm a horse lover. I love the racing industry. And I just want to see the best happen for these horses. And right now, I'm thinking that isn't the case. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I think this particular incident with Cox scratching these 4 horses and the reason coming out is going to open up a discussion about this problem and the relation of bute to the breakdowns that we all see and just cringe when we see. Anyway, this is Laughlin 007 signing off. I hadn't planned on doing much of anything today other than putting out a short video on Mage, and but in the back of my mind, the race that happened over the weekend that Cox scratched his horses was one that I made a video of, and like I say, it was too bad that his horses scratched, and like I say, there was not a reason given at the time. It was the Springboard Mile at Remington Park, and so anyway, I'm sure that this is a Kentucky Derby points race, and I'm sure Brad Cox really wanted at least the 2 horses that ran in the Springboard Mile to compete and start getting their Kentucky Derby points. But like I say, last year with the breakdowns, most notably Maple Leaf Mel, Go Rocket Ride, it just in the early retirements of Forte, Arcangelo, and Mage, it just tells me that these horses are being pushed too far, and the use of this particular drug, bute, is being overused. And so anyway, like I say, I don't want to get into this, but like I say, all of a sudden I realized that the average person that knows, what's going on with the horses breaking down and thinking that there must be something more that can be done. I happen to think this is it. Anyway, like I say, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a veterinarian. I'm not a pharmacist. I'm just a fan who loves horses. I love to see them run, and I hate to see them break down. So anyway, like I say, I don't know where this is going to go, but I think this particular incident is going to open up a can of worms that probably needed to be opened up. So please let me know what you think, and um, I wish you happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and happy vacation time to everybody coming up over the holidays. Laughlin 007 signing off. Thanks for watching.